Alright, how's it going, everybody? I am Twist, and this is going to be the Firiona Vie kiting guide, the AE kiting guide for the Bard here on P99 Green. This is during the Valios expansion, but this is a great area when during Kunark release. If you are an up-and-coming Bard, this is a great place to get some AE kiting in because there are a ton of mobs out here in front of Vie. I do have an NParse overlay going so you can see where I am on the map, and I'm going to quickly draw out where I am. So right now I am along the coast here. The coast is a straight drop off pretty much into the water. To get back, you have to swim all the way back towards the city. So this is a good area out here. There's a place that jets out kind of, and I like to kite right out here in the middle or anywhere along here. I've kited, all up in this area here. Not a big deal because of how I kite. I do the auto strafe, the auto run auto strafe method with mouse steering, so I can keep the circles pretty small. But there are other options. There's a ton of places that you can kite. Don't limit yourself here. You can easily kite near the zone, near Swamp of New Hope, and if you need to get a good escape or something like that, not a big deal. So there's plenty of options, and I'll show you those areas as we run around the zone here, and I show you how to gather these mobs. So some considerations here. I just have my trusty paint tool just to show you. Currently, I am right down here in this area, and what we're going to do is we care about this half, this side of the area of where we're going to pull Drolvargs. And so I'll show you a cool, unique little spot too that we're also going to pull. So we're going to pull the whole walkway here. I call this the walkway, which is what I am in front of now. Mobs will path back and forth here, going this way, and then as we go out into the other field, they are just kind of all over the place out here. And then we have the really cool spot when you go inside this area here, which is not on the map, but it is on my NParse, and you'll be able to see it. I'll point it out. There is a whole area back here hidden away, and you'll run through here. You'll pick up a few more Drolvargs, and then you'll pick all of them up in here. There's some buildings that we're going to see. Pick all those up, and then come right back out. Time it, and then we'll finish. Trying to pick up the rest and any last minute ones we want before we actually get into the kite. So as I said before, you can kite, down here, you can kite back in this back area, kind of hidden away. I mean, you can kite inside this area. There's some good, little flat areas where you can kite inside. Not a big deal. And you can also kite out here right before the zone. Nothing paths in this area. So this is really good, and you can get a good escape in case you get some casters and stuff. So we do have some considerations. Also, of course, the entrance to the city is right here. So if you have to run back or whatever, you can go back and sell, do all that stuff. And there is a really cool quest that you can do, which I'll show you as well, with Drolvarg Canine Teeth, which will get you a lot of extra experience. And you can do that all the way, and I don't even know what level maxes out, but nonetheless. So a few considerations out here, right? You have a huge area, right? This is nice and open. It does get pretty dark. I am in the window mode, so it gets pretty dark. But you can use a Dark Elf Illusion if you have it. There are pirates. Some, these higher green, but you can start kiting here easily at 25, and you can pick up the pirates and some of the different types of Drolvargs. So you have 3 different types of Drolvargs. You have the Savages, which are the lowest level, and right now at level 38, they're green to me. This is a high green, so I still get some experience. You have the Growlers, and luckily you have Snarlers. Snarlers are going to be the highest level. Growlers, Snarlers are the ones I'm really going after. I do pull the Savages so that they can possibly respawn as a Snarler or Growler later, and they die super quick. So it's not a big deal to pull that. So before we actually get into this, pirates are good. They do backstab, so be mindful of that. If you have your back to them, all these guys, all these pirates, whatever. Out here, there are also these guys. There are pilgrims, and pilgrims are kind of like the protectors, and you have a bunch of these. You have a bunch of these guys, and they will fight the Drolvargs. If you start pulling a kite, I will actually try to show you what that looks like, and then you can see over here, perfect example. Here's a pilgrim. He's fighting the Snarler. Snarler's probably going to win. Maybe not in this case. Well, he had an extra mob. Oh, there he goes. He's got a buddy. So this is a perfect example. If the Pilgrim gets low health, other Drolvargs, if you have a kite and they have aggro, they will run back to this mob to assist. And oh, there's another one. And oh, he's down. They will run back to assist, and you may not know it because you're running away, right? If you have a kite behind you, and then I'll turn around and I'll see half the pack is running. Or other times you started kiting and you didn't know that the half of your pack left to go kill a pilgrim, to help another Drolvarg kill a pilgrim, and they run back and they get you because you didn't know, and I'm like, what the heck just happened, and all that. So you also have these Firiona Drixie. And they do the same thing as a pilgrim. And be very, very mindful that if you get a pilgrim in your kite, do not hit it because they will root you. They can root, and I think they can dot, I believe. So magic resist is always good, but sometimes they will aggro these Drolvargs, and I won't even know it. I'll be running, and they'll try to catch one. I'll start getting it into a kite, and I'll hit it with a dot. Hey, pirate. And um, I'll hit it with a dot, and then it'll aggro on me, and then it'll root me. And it has happened to me. I've had all kinds of weird instances. So right now, yeah, there was a pirate aggro. That's okay. I'm gonna run out into the area out here. I'm gonna kind of do this reverse. Normally, I'd start picking up mobs now, uh, and actually, I will, uh, for the sake of showing you some methods to pulling. So right now, I'm also using Brusco's Bosso Bello. I do that, and I twist in cellos with a drum. And I have this on my own hockey page, and then I have my actual twisting page on a different one. And I'll run by, tag it that way. You can do body aggro, so just running by mobs if you have, a few hit points that you can use. And what I'll do is so an instance like this, you can run over here. I'm going to run around and aggro these guys. I'm going to pull that mob through here while also sitting. And that should aggro everything else, wherever he is. So here he is. They're already aggroing some. I didn't get all of them. I didn't get him right through the middle. But yeah, we will definitely hit it on the way back through. So you come out here. On my end parse over here, I am the little circle, and you can see where I'm at. I'm just staying inside east of this big crater area. So there's one body aggro. Careful that they stun. So when you do this, you're going to build your kite. And you're going to run. Keep well ahead in case you do get stunned. You don't want these packs killing you. Right? They're hitting at least 70. They will hit harder. I believe some have hit me in the hundreds. So just be very, very mindful. So right now I'm just kind of tagging those, pulling them through, and I just want to show you the areas. And right now, first we'll go to that area out here, the secret area through this little temple here. And we'll aggro all these. I'll just let the mobs, as they run through, they will aggro. Just waiting to get them a little bit closer, and then we'll go. Making sure Celos is on. It's easy to get complacent and forget to retwist it if you're trying to tag using just that, and we'll run right through. See, there's a whole bunch here. I am strafing through here. Try to keep everything on. When you're lower, you might get hit much more often. The aggro radius seems to be a bit higher. So just something to consider. So this is all I'm doing right now. I can actually sit if I wanted to, just to get any stragglers through. And I'll just start tagging some of these mobs just to get them in, because I want to clear the area so that they could potentially respawn back as snarlers, which will get you more experience later on your next kite. So I like to pull them through, and I like to gather them up a little bit here, and I'll run them back through. I'm going to try to re-aggro everything. So I'm pulling them off to the side a little bit, and then there's one in here. Actually, let me get this guy. Maybe too far away. That's okay. But I'm going to run right through here. They're going to align on me. I don't want to stop running. See, there's some more there. And I'll kind of hit my sit button, which pulls in the aggro of anything else that might be lower level. And I'll just wait. Just take a chill pill. Get some sun. Cool the armor off. So here they all come in the background. Still running. Keep that cellos on, and then I'll kind of do like a little bit of a cleanup here. All the mobs on the side. Some of these guys path all the way up to like the top of the wall. You can't run over the hill. It's just an invisible barrier there. So you got to run all the way back out. So I know those guys are over there. Actually, let's just tag this guy here. Hey, screw him. It's probably too low. After I just said, yeah, I like to tag them all. There he goes. Definitely want the snarler here. Ooh, lost my cellos. That's okay. Come on, buddy. There he is. Aggro. And that's pretty much it. Right, I'll take all these. Here is already a pretty good kite. If I can get my... some more on the hill. There's Savages, but that's alright. Let's just move it on for the purpose of the video. Should have my tracking here. We'll do tracking here. Just so you can see, this is about what I have. Kerflop, what are you doing? Who's that? Sorry, man. That might be another bard. Sometimes you get other bards out here, and that's perfectly fine. Just get what you can. Come on, bud. Kind of wait. Be very careful inside here. If you sit down, sometimes the mobs will path underneath the world or some weird thing. So do not stop and sit in there for a long period, because I have done that and I've died because I never saw the mobs, and all of a sudden they're just on top of you. So they do, like a weird under the world glitch type thing where just the angle, right? If you didn't pull them straight through that hallway, but instead through the side of the mountain or something, they do that weird pathing. So just be careful of that. Just trust that they are going to be on you. Just pull it through and just kind of sit back and wait for them to go. Celos is much faster. I'm just tagging mobs here. And what I'll do is I'll show you the area near that zone line. I'm kind of running around mobs to aggro them by either body aggro or from the mobs pathing around. So I can come over here. I am pretty close, and the mobs will aggro him for me. So that's one technique. Froglocks, there are a lot of casters out here, like these guys. Maybe not the Ton Knight, but there are shamans, and they will also root you. So be very careful. It's a game of keep away. You are keeping away from not only the mobs from hitting you, you're keeping away from casters. You have the spider dudes, the drachnids, and the pilgrims. You're keeping the mobs away from them because you don't want them picking off your guys. So right now I'm still going north on the zone. This is to Swamp of No Hope, and this is a good area here that you can kite in. This might be other people that tried or attempted or what have you. There are some slopes and stuff, so that might make it kind of different. I would choose this area right here. Keep a nice, tighter circle in there. A good kite shouldn't really hinder you all that much. So it's a good area. Nothing else paths through here. But for the sake of this, we're going to run right back. I'm just going to show you how I try to collect as many as I can. And just get the kite going. You probably spend more time. I feel like it's an equal amount of time sometimes to collect all these mobs, run them back, and then kite them down, run them back out. They have a very quick respawn as well. So once I finish the kite, you'll see that the mobs are already back up. There's just so many mobs. There's tons of them, and they just keep coming. I don't know where they come from. The Drolvarg factory, I guess. So here they come. It looks like a big blob. Just chilling. What's up, guys? Come on down. So just keep on tagging stuff. Keep it going. I keep looking around. I'm looking around a lot because I'm telling you, these little shamans and stuff pop out of nowhere, and then you gotta run them back. Like those dudes are just bebopping around. They do run faster. Sometimes they will spirit a wolf each other, so they run a lot faster sometimes. I do have my snare up just for that reason. You can snare them, especially if they're a warrior. You can easily cut them down, but sometimes they're just enhanced with a spirit of wolf or whatever. So you can snare them down. By the time you get back and kite, sometimes it's off. Or I would just kite it down because I don't like them. But you can easily take the pack, and I should have showed that you can gather it up. You want to gather it, pretend like this is the zone line. I would gather them as close as I can to the zone line and then zone out last second. making sure that the caster is, because I have a caster, and then I would rezone and just regather the mobs, just using the same technique. Don't go running, blasting through the pack. Just use this method of the aggro. You can aggro one and aggro all the rest. So it's pretty cool. So this is all I am doing. Keeping just far enough away in case I get stunned, right? If you are too close, that pack is going to catch you because you might get multiple stuns. Ooh, there we go. And multiple stuns really sucks because then you're going to lose Spirit of Wolf and all that. So there we go. See, I just had to drop because I'm too busy trying to tag with this song. Keeping out of range. Yep, he aggroed, cool. Run back around. That's why I kind of do like these zigzag patterns. If I don't want to get too close, then again, just put them in. Put those mobs in between yourself and the kite will bring them in. They'll aggro for you, just like that. If you saw that, see, we'll just do it again. Put it between you and the kite. Make sure nothing else is around, and here he is, aggroed. Ooh, he's savage. Ooh, ooh. That's it, just basic kiting techniques. I mean, it's something that you will be able to learn early on, and I just keep gathering them up, all of them. You can always, of course, if you don't want that many, so these guys, don't get those guys. They will dot. They will also root. Pain in the butts. The spider dudes. We definitely want to get the snarler. That's the most experience there. Kind of just avoiding, still strafing and doing all that. I want to get this guy. And you'll learn the right distances to use with these songs with and all that. I'm just trying to rerun those mobs through the hut to get any other stragglers. Get back over here. There we go, racking them up. So this is a process. It's like an art form in itself to pull those kites, right? It can seem tedious and whatnot, but man, all these mobs are going to die. They're going to die just by me singing and running in circles. That is the prize after all this. That's a solid prize. I am actually in a group. I have a buddy in the group, so the experience you see will be that of a guy he's level 40, 40 Shadow Knight. Because I personally don't need the experience, but he can use it. So give him a little power level. Oh, here comes a Drixie. Actually, let's see if the aggro's. Just pulling. You can pull the pirates and stuff. Right now, they're going to be a little bit lower, but not to worry. All good. They'll drop some loot and all that. Tons of loot in here. I have at least made, just in my normal time leveling this character in here, I think about 3,000 plat, 3K worth just in loot alone. Not really going out of my way to do anything crazy. They drop a lot of bronze armor. They will drop bronze weapons as well. They'll drop gems and all that. So that's pretty cool. So you can see here comes the kites forming nicely. It does go all the way back, right? These pathers can go all the way down on the map over here. They go all the way to the wall, and you can run around here. This looks like a big hill right here, but you can run around it. There's a whole path system back there. Not a whole lot more mobs back there, so that's why I'm not really taking the time to... Ooh, there you go. Got those, and that's really it. So there's the other pack. So what I want to be able to show you is, okay, what happens if you get a pilgrim in the pack. Oh boy, that's close. So let's get this guy here, the Drixie. He's definitely going to aggro. He's definitely going to die. Actually, what's really fun to do is check this out. Here's a pilgrim. I'm going to pull the kite over this guy, and you're just going to see him melt. Check this out. So here he comes. Pilgrim, pilgrim. Bloop, instant death. And you get those Drolvargs. Pretty cool. So it's like a 2-for-1. Yeah. Helps kill him quicker. I wonder if okay, there's one. It looks like he got the growler. So oh, that was really bad. So let's see here. Firiona Drixie. See ya. Get off my mobs. My mobs. All right, and okay, cool. Last one. We'll pull it. We'll get into the kite. Get this done. But that is it. That is the basics, right? You can kite anywhere you want. Do it however you want to do. Find good areas. Just learn the zone, and that's really it. So I'm gonna switch out to my horn. I just like doing the one. Sometimes I'll instrument swap and all that. I actually should do that with this amount of mobs. So once they get over here, I like to hit my tracking to see to kind of keep everything else out. So we'll hit track. So you can see I have. That's at least 27. I mean, I have almost 3 pages full of mobs. So 6, almost 70 mobs. So pretty legit there. All right, I'm auto run, auto strafing, clicked off, release my keys. That's so I'm just hands free. I've just had my mouse for steering control, and it is getting darker, so maybe I'll hit the dark elf mask here in a second, just to keep it. Actually, just do it now. Make sure you get a tick of cellos before you cast, because it might drop. But as long as you're strafing, that shouldn't matter. Here you go. Re-engage cellos, and we'll bring it in. Get the kite going. All right, small circles coming in. Small circles. Bring it in, bring it in. Bam, already got a hit. Here we are. I missed on that one. Just make sure I am using Denon's AE and chords of dissonance. So you can do this however you want. However you want to twist them is up to you. You can go dot dot cellos or dot cellos dot whatever. All up to you. This is it. This I can't really show you. I'm just keeping along that coastline. It's also my visual aid, so I can see the coast. Right, I have my camera angle just enough to where, hey, if I was running toward the edge like this, oh, just turn. You're good to go. Nothing crazy. In case you were wondering, why do you get so close to the edge? I also don't want other mobs. A lot of them don't path. Actually, if you just saw, there was a pirate. Sorry, training video here. There's a pirate right there. Oh, he just left. But they'll walk up to about here, or right here, and that's about as far as they'll go. They won't go any further. That's about the only other ad you might get. I don't think any pilgrims really path through, so you're not too worried about that. And this is going to take another, easy, depending on how many mobs. I mean, we just pulled most of them, so maybe 10 minutes at least of just running in circles here, kiting. See, I've already killed one, already got experience. One's already down, that's how fast they go. And I was kind of just messing around. I'm not even instrument swapping, so I'm not really set up to do that right now, even though it takes a second. That's pretty much it. Usually I have a movie going. I have dual monitors, so I have like a movie or something going, or music, whatever. Sorry, I have no music right now in this video, or any other sound really. But this is it. So we'll just speed up. As these mobs die, right? The pirates are a different faction from the Drolvargs. So once you get down to the last pirate, he may start try to he will start to run away, and some will actually run off the cliff. So don't chase them. Don't chase the mobs, right? Trying to get if you can time it correctly and get a good kite in, which we'll try to show. Don't waste the time trying to get that one mob. You have a ton of mobs here, and yeah, I've actually died doing that. I got cocky and thought I could time it and turn and cut and all that other stuff, and just let the mob go until you get down to the last ones, and then you're much more safer. Not with 70 mobs on you. That's quite a bit. Instant death. I'd love to show you an instant death, but maybe after. So yeah, we'll speed up through this part of the video. This is going to take a while. So. So you can see the ring of corpses. Hopefully I didn't fast forward through all this, but man, this just look at all these mobs. This is ridiculous, right? Uh, you'll see druids and other guys fighting one at a time. You'll see some quad kiters and stuff. And man, this is just stupid. Stupid amount of mobs to be able to take down in a relatively short amount of time. I think maybe like a half hour, like for this entire kite. And I did just level 39, so I forget what I already started with. It's already about maybe close to halfway already, but I mean, still got way more mobs to go. Still another, I don't know, 40 or so. So keeping it. There was a moment in there where I let silos drop, and I just kind of just strafed away, re-engaged it. Not a big deal. As close as they were. So that's pretty good. So after this, we'll get some loot and hopefully get some teeth, and I can turn them in and show you that quest at the end. Very beneficial. Highly recommend doing the quest. If you are doing this solo, you are going to level so quickly. It's just dumb. I've done this so many times. I de-level this character just to get these other guys up through the levels, and I stayed down below. I'll de-level this guy back down to 30. I know I'll probably do it again here in a bit after a few more levels. But after this would be Dreadlands. Once I hit about level 40 or so, because you're going to get a lot of resistances if you try to do that at a lower level. So 40 is a good time. You can definitely get you and another up to 44, 45, doing the same thing, easy enough. But I think at that point, I think you'll just get more experience doing that, and you'll get up to level at least 48, 49 or so, and then 50s. You're looking at Burning Woods, maybe. Burning Woods is still, that takes forever. Maybe Eastern Wastelands, and some other areas, which those will be different videos. I'll try to make all videos of all these different things. Just guides. I mean, these are just how I do it. Again, do it how you want to do it. This is by no means, you shall do it this way. You must do it this way. I don't care. You could do it however way. I should be instrument swapping. I preach that typically, but hey, it's just a nice lazy time right now. I'm just killing. Usually watching some kind of show, or movie or whatever, and this is all I do on the side. I'll watch a movie and get some experience. Get a ton of experience. And normally, yeah, you could do like the hide corpse button, so you don't want to accidentally click and loot these guys while having 50 so mobs on you. Actually, we're getting down to the end here. You can see on the tracking, the mobs are just chipping away. There they go. Still going. Just a few more, and we'll be done with this kite. It is getting dark. It's bedtime, right? No. Time to kill more mobs. And I have gotten distracted by watching a show and totally just turned right in and got myself killed. I just laugh because who cares? I go pull more and do it all over again. Even though I wasted time doing all that. It's trust me, whatever can be done has been done. I've seen guys run into the pack. I don't know what they were doing, but they were either kiting and they walked. I'm in one specific spot, right, with more mobs and they know what to do. And I have watched guys just run in with a mob and they just get obliterated by my pack. And I'm like, what did you just do? I'm convinced that one guy tried to bring in, see that? Oh, perfect example right now. Sorry, pause. There's that pirate running, right? He's running. Don't just go chase him. Just keep what you got. Keep what you got. He's actually pathing back, which is, where did he go? I don't even see him. He actually might have died. Oh, there he is. He died. Yeah, don't go chase them. If they are right outside, yeah, you can make like a small deviation like this and come back in, whatever, and then keep it like that or something. But don't go out of your way to try to don't forget you have mobs on you. And as you get down to the last one, usually if you didn't have track, you'll know you're down to the last one when you don't see those mobs anymore. below 20%, they will start to run. They will run away. As you can see, we just killed all these mobs, still 100%. Granted, I wasn't 100% from tagging mobs that were hitting me, but nonetheless, we survived. We did it. Another successful kite. Oh, there he goes. He's running away. And he's running right towards the edge. Let's see if he jumps off. He's at 13%. He might make it. I think he's gonna make it. Don't do it, bro. It's not worth it. No, no, don't, no, no. Oh, all right, yeah. Heck yeah. I want my last snarler, man. Cool. So look at that. Nice ring of death, right? You are Death's angel, or I don't know what I just said, but something like that. The harbinger of death. So you want these canines. These canines are what you want. Get those. Collect them all. Um, Theoretically, because I don't care, I'm just gonna try to find a few more real quick. Make sure I have enough. You get a lot of bronze and stuff. Actually, here, just loot it. Ooh, pies. You get food. It's the most food you'll ever loot in the game, I think. The most food you will ever loot. Because nothing else drops food, really. Iron rations and, like, goblins and high keep or something. I don't know. Ooh, there's one. Oops. Come on. Okay. We just loot some extra stuff here. I believe I have enough. And so what we'll do is, just real quick, just going to zip over here, do this turn in. So right now we're running back along. Let me just show you real quick. Hopefully I didn't get rid of it. Sorry, I'm messing with my screen here. Gonna go. Oh, where's the coast? Making sure I don't run off the edge. Okay, so what I'm doing is right now, bam, I was here. I'm just running back. We're gonna go into the city and to the right about here, or so to the captain, Captain Neelith, I guess his name is. We can speed through this. Please jump ahead. Waste time with me running. I still am in Dark Elf Illusion. I have good factions, so I can still run in here as a Dark Elf. You're good to go. Kill all those Drolvargs. I mean, you're gonna max your faction out, so don't worry about that. So these guys are good. Oh, I guess not apprehensive. I guess they're on a different faction. Or whatever it is. I don't even know. So then, okay, I got 8 teeth. Perfect. That's all I got. I actually don't loot them anymore because unless I have a character who can. The other guy I'm power leveling there is an ogre, and I think he's KOS. I don't even know. Don't even care. But so sorry. From the bank, here's the bank right here. We're running in, just coming right down the pathway. There's the big statue in front of V. Coming in to this hut, Captain Neelith. And what you want to do, simply, whoops. I hit control for a single. You need 4 of these teeth. I have 28%. Let's just see what that gives. Bam, 32. 28 to 32. So it's 4% per every 4, and he gives you trail mix, elven trail mix. It's a hearty meal, tastes great, feels great, and there you go. So I would save them all, save all that you get, all the way from level 20 or whatever level you start at, and bam, more, and save them till like your higher level, about 39, 40, before you think you're going to transition to a different zone. Then turn all of them in, and you'll just get a whole nother level just on that alone. You'll have stacks of them, stacks on stacks of canine teeth, and will be a champion. So that is it. I hope that helps some way. That's just what I do here in Firiona Vie. A lot of other bards do it as well. Just be respectful of each other. Don't cross kites. Don't cross streams. And help each other out, help people find that ancient Jarsath. He's always walking around somewhere. You'll actually be able to kite him down too. But if you get him and people are looking, hey, tag him, get him in the kite, and then just offer it up in zone or whatever. Just say, hey, ancient Jarsath is up. That's for the V-Chain's peak key. So he's like is he like an 8-hour spawn or something? I forget. It's a long time ago when I did that quest. But yep, we'll see you guys around.